again to the growers. I'm Paul Haywood from Winfield Solutions, and with me today is Matt Rapinski, also from Winfield Solutions. Matt is our large dairy herd specialist that works with our NutriSave products. We're here today working with the CEA Co-op and who sponsors this spot. Matt, we're here. Obviously, we just had a cam with Don that talked about kind of staging the crop. And so I guess at this point in time we talked about inoculants and additives that we put on that crop and some management things that we need to go through as growers and as salespeople working with growers on what we need to do. So I want you to kind of walk through some of the steps that you've written down on kind of the cheat sheet that we put together to help growers make decisions on what the proper products to use are.
Perfect. Thanks, Paul. First off, I'd like to start by saying, whatever the inoculant or preservative that you go with, that's going to be a management tool. It's not going to be a cure-all, fix-all. There are certain things that we need to make sure we're covering before we get to that point of treating our product and making sure we're getting the return on investment from choosing some of those products. So first and foremost, looking, and today our back setting is a bunker. Looking at the bunker, we can see that it's a very well-managed face, very tightly packed. Pack weight was definitely taken into consideration making this pile. So kind of the general rule of thumb, a cheat sheet a little bit to be to that point. When looking at packing, figure your total number of tons per hour that are coming in, harvested tons per hour, and tractor weight, you're going to want 40% of that. So if you're at 80,000 pounds per hour, 80,000 tons per hour, coming in, you're going to want 32,000 pounds of tractor weight to make sure that we're getting a nice tightly packed bunker. Now, don't forget that push tractor that's pushing feed up is going to probably spend time off the pile. So make sure you take into consideration that about 20% of the time that tractor is on the pile or in that bunker, it's pushing and not packing. Big difference between pushing and packing, and the shot from the bunker again showed you guys that.
So Matt, we've got a couple products that we use that we recommend, Biomax 5 and Silo Saver. And can you differentiate to where we probably would make that break using the two examples that we have up here?
So the two examples here, to my right, your guys' left, we're going to see a plant that's been stressed, definitely have some disease pressures. If we look at weather damaged crops, hail, whatever it may be, if we've got a stressed plant, we're going to want to use Silage Saver Plus, which is a blended acid product, which is going to basically drop off and work to kill any bacteria or pressures that we have in there. That's where we're going to see the bang for our buck with using a blended acid product and Silage Saver Plus. If we're going to have a plant that's going to be, plant health is better, we're not worried about fungus or molds as much, we haven't had problems with toxins in the field, we're going to look to use our microbial silage inoculant being Biomax 5.
Okay, very good, Matt. Well, so we've talked about a couple things here in these two cams that I think are important for silage and protecting the investment that growers have in corn silage. And at this point in time, Matt talked about packing weight, and plus he also talked about two products, Biomax 5 and Silo Saver, and differentiating when we can do. So once again, thanks for your attention. This is another one of the crop cams on USnet, 104.net. Thanks.